Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Good morning. Now today very interesting topic, resolution of a vector in three dimensional. Resolution of a vector in three dimensional. This is very important topic, and this concept is very useful to understand so many situations. Okay, so now rectangle components of a vector in three dimensional. Let us take this as a diagram. So here, this is one room. It is a three-dimensional space. This is one room, for suppose. Now this is one corner. This is one corner, and now this is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. You observe. Take in your room. In one corner, you observe what is the axis. How many axes are there? This is x, for suppose. This is y, and this is z-axis. Okay, so three corners, okay, three axes, three corners, three directions, that is three mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular means angle between the two corners. Now that corner and this corner angle 90 degrees. For suppose this is one room, okay, and this is one corner, two, and this is three. Okay, if you take like this, x, y, and z. For suppose z, you take this direction. Okay, this is x, this is y, this is z. Angle between x and z 90, angle between y and z 90, angle between x and y also 90. So these three axes mutually perpendicular to each other. So that's why these three are called three coordinates, three dimensional. Three dimensional means three mutually perpendicular directions. Three mutually perpendicular. X is perpendicular to y, y is perpendicular to z, and x is perpendicular to y. So these three are called three mutually perpendicular axes. Now, for suppose let us consider one vector a bar. This vector name is a bar. This vector makes an angle with x-axis, for suppose alpha. This vector, this is the vector. This vector makes an angle with x-axis is alpha, and this vector makes an angle with y-axis is beta. This vector makes an angle with the z-axis is gamma. So this vector can be split in three directions. The effect of this vector, okay, the effect of this vector in three dimensions. The effect of this vector in three directions is ax, ay, az. That are called rectangle components of A. That is, okay. Here, this direction, the effect of this vector in x direction. The effect of this vector in x direction is ax. The effect of vector in y direction, this is ay. The effect of this vector in z direction is az. The combined effect of these three will get as the same result of A, that is, that is called resolution of vector. Resolution of vector means what? A vector can be split into two or more components in such a way the combined effect of these splitted vectors will get the same effect of given vector is nothing but resolution of a vector. So the combined effect of these three will get the same effect of given vector. So we can write a bar is equal to ax bar plus ay bar plus az bar. So ax, ay, az are called mutually perpendicular. Ax, ay, az are called rectangular components. The meaning of rectangle is nothing but angle between, okay, these three 90 degrees. A and ax y 90, ay and az 90, az and ax 90. Ay and az 90. So that's why these three are called mutually perpendicular components. So that's why these are rectangular components. Okay, so this a bar we can write ax bar plus ay bar plus az bar, or another form a bar in terms of unit vector. Ax is the magnitude and its direction I cap, plus ay is magnitude and its direction j cap, plus az is magnitude and its direction k cap. So what is I cap, j cap, k cap? So here I cap represents unit vector I cap is nothing but it is a unit vector. Its magnitude 1. It represents direction along the direction of x. And j cap. What is j cap? It is unit vector. Its magnitude 1. It represents direction towards y. And k cap. It is a unit vector. Its magnitude 1. It represents direction towards z. So this vector affecting x direction. This vector affecting x direction is ax. This vector affecting y direction ay. This vector affecting z direction is az. So here I, z, k are unit vectors. Okay, along x axis, y axis, z axis. Its magnitude becomes 1. So modulus of I cap 1, modulus of j cap 1, modulus of k cap 1. Now coming to what is ax, what is ay, what is az. Now what is ax? Ax is nothing but how much? First, this vector in x direction. First, what is the angle between this vector and this x-axis? Alpha. So this vector component in this way. What I am saying last, what I am saying, this is a bar vector. This a bar vector makes an angle theta. Okay, this component how much? A cos theta. This vector makes an angle theta with this axis, either x or y, whatever it may be. This is angle. Angle side always cos. So this ax is nothing but what? This vector affecting x direction. Now this vector and this direction, x-axis makes an angle alpha. So this vector, okay, this component how much? Ax component value a cos alpha. A cos alpha. But suppose a bar makes an angle with x-axis. What is this component? A cos alpha. Now a bar makes an angle with y-axis. It makes what is the angle? A bar and beta. A bar and y-axis, the angle is beta. So this side, what is the component? Theta side always cos alpha. So this a bar vector makes an angle with y-axis beta. So that's why ay component here, ay is equal to a cos beta. And one most important point, what is the angle between alpha and beta? It is 90 or what? No. Angle between alpha, because this alpha plus gamma plus beta, it is 90. No, it is not 90 because it is not a coplanar. It is not coplanar. Non-coplanar. Okay, this x, y, z, these three are mutually perpendicular. So this plane different, that plane different, and this plane different. Planes are different, so that's why these this vector a bar in which plane? 3 dimensions. It is not in xy plane, not in yz plane, not in xz plane. It is coplanar. That means it is 3-dimensional. This a bar vector in 3-dimensional. This a bar effect in x direction something, a bar effect in y direction something, a bar effect in z direction something. So that's why, so here ay is a cos beta and az is a cos gamma. Because this a bar vector effect this way, so this effect this direction, so this component is a cos gamma. This vector, this direction, this vector effect in this way, a cos beta. This vector effect in this direction, a cos alpha, because this and this angle is alpha. Okay, so these are called rectangular components of A. Now this is a cos alpha, a cos beta, a cos gamma. Okay, next what about cos alpha here? From this one, what is the cos alpha? From this one, cos alpha is equal to ax divided by a. And from this one, cos beta equal to ay divided by a. And from this one, cos gamma equal to az divided by a. So these are the cos angles. These are the cos angles. So that's why this question one more name directional cosines. Directional cosines. Directional cosines. So from this one, for suppose squaring and adding. cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equal to squaring and adding. What happened? A is common for all, denominator is same, so numerator adding, squaring, ax square plus ay square plus az square. So this is nothing but a, you know, this is nothing but a square, sorry, squaring and adding, so that's why a square. So then we can write cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equal to a square by a square, we get 1. A square by a square, that value we get 1. So this is the directional cosine rule. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma value becomes 1. Okay, and this one more name we can write L, and this one more name we can write M. This N. Cos alpha is nothing but you can just say L cos beta is M, cos gamma is N. Okay, now in terms of cos, this rule in terms of cos. Now cos square alpha is nothing but 1 minus sin square alpha plus cos square beta is nothing but 1 minus sin square beta plus 1 minus sin square gamma equal to 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 3. Now minus is common for all case. So sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma equal to 1. Now this minus term take this side and 1 take this side. Finally we get sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma equal to 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2. So this is in terms of sine. This is in terms of sine. This is in terms of cos. So this is the rectangular components of the vector in 3-dimensional. Here ax, ay, az are called rectangular components. Rectangular components in x, y, z direction. Okay, so ax component, where is sign here? Only we are taking only cos. Why? Because this vector makes an angle with x-axis alpha, so that's why this vector effect in this direction it is multiplied with cos alpha. A is multiplied with cos alpha, so that's why ax value a cos alpha. This vector effect in this direction a is multiplied with angle you know cos beta, so that's why angle you know beta, that is cos beta. So ay is equal to a cos beta and az is equal to a cos gamma. From this one cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma in terms of ax by a, ay by a, az by a. So to combine this cos alpha we can say L, and this is M and this is N. Sometimes some questions based upon element also. So that's why cos alpha is L, cos beta M, cos gamma M we can say. So now squaring and adding will get cosine relation. Okay, now in terms of sine relation this much. So this is a very important topic, resolution of a vector in 3 dimensions or rectangular components of vector in 3 dimensions. Okay, so thank you very much everyone.